It's 10 minutes to roll time.
Where is Dave and Gina? Where are they?
Where is our minister? Where is Brian?
I could pace up and down and curse a little bit.
We have no minister. We have no minister.
Love may be blind, but on wedding day, the bride should be seen by as many people as possible. A parade? Perfect. Or maybe a catwalk's more her style. Start strutting. Texans Dave Hampton and Gina Robertson are fast approaching their big day. Both once divorced, they figured, no, they swore they were finished with marriage.
Well, we were not planning to get married. In fact, we promised one another very faithfully over dinner one night that we would never marry each other. We said, let's go and get a tattoo. So we went to the tattoo parlor and got this tattoo on our finger of each other's name. And that was our never marry promise.
Her name on my finger and my name on her finger, swearing that we'd never get married. So we're already starting this marriage by breaking a vow,
So the obvious thing to do is get another tattoo ring. And that's only the beginning of Dave and Gina's inventive wedding plans. These nuptials don't entirely surprise Gina's daughter, Christina.
I think it's extremely original, the ring tattoo, but I'm not sure that's something that I will do myself. It's insane, but that's my mom, so it works well.
Their ring fingers pass inspection, but what about their wedding car? Yes, that's a car, an art car named Mildred. She means all the world to Dave and Gina. In fact, Houston's world-famous art car scene was the inspiration behind their wedding plans. More precisely, the idea started with art car judge Brian Taylor.
He called us up one day and wanted to know our last name, and when we told him we had two different last names, he said, "Oh, you're not married." Well, you know, I'm a registered minister.
And I said, but it would be funny, wouldn't it? An art car wedding would be great if we could get all the art car people to come to our wedding and they'd all be parked around in a circle and we could get married in the middle. And we started talking about that, and then the light went on. We went, I think we should do it. I think we should do it. So we started plotting. So we called Brian back. And of course, he started it anyway. And he was, oh, that would be great. How about if you get married in the parade?
Parade rules require an art car to be in good working order. Mildred has squeaked through.
What a relief. It's legal. Actually, it's only semi-legal. I just noticed the other stickers expired as well. We made ourselves a little scale model so we could work out the dimensions and figure out how much it would cost to build it and how much lumber we would actually need and everything. The Reverend Brian, and then there's Dave and me. And then we've got my two daughters, and Dave's boss, and his wife.
Bad enough just getting married, but when you gotta build a chapel, too.
A medieval chapel, strong enough for a wedding party of 8 and light enough for poor old Mildred to haul through Houston's 100-degree heat. Dave's getting a little nervous.
No, the other way. Leave that to him, then. We've got so many things to do between now and then. I've still got to get this thing all finished up. We've got the art car ball tonight. We've got the Main Street drag tomorrow. Today's Thursday. We have 2 days. I think I'm gonna make it. If I push. If I push.
The parade float isn't the only thing under construction in Dave's workshop. On the drafting board is a new last name. Some combination of both their names. Something that goes together as seamlessly as their wedding wagon.
It fits! Woo! All right. Is it huge as it looked on the ground there?
Yeah.
It is, it's huge. Look at that.
You've done good. Done good.
What do you think of that, Mrs. Hamperson?
Hampton plus Robertson equals Hamperson. Not bad.
My biggest fear is that that truck is going to break down in the middle of the parade with our float. And we're at the front. We're number 23 in the lineup out of 250. So if we break down, we're going to hold up everybody.
Oh, no. Don't even think about breaking down. Don't even think it.
Mildred will not let us down. Mildred is a good truck.
On the eve of the parade, Dave and Gina and a few hundred art car fanatics rev up their enthusiasm at the annual Art Car Ball. Call it a cult, call it a religion, to Dave and Gina, the art car phenomenon is something very, very special.
See, this whole art car thing, it's like our Christmas, you know? I don't look forward to Christmas. I don't look forward to Thanksgiving. I don't look forward to summer, anything the way I look forward to the art car parade. It's like what we live for all year, you know what I mean?
She may have seen better days.
So, Judge Brian, how weird is a wedding in the middle of all this?
No, it's perfectly normal amongst our group, but it's unique and novel. I have a giant Santa hat on the roof of my car, so I have no room to call anybody crazy.
That job falls to Dave's best man, Robert Forget.
As the best man, I'd like to say something. You know, these people are crazy. But whatever you do, don't tell them it's not 1970.
What? And squelch their wedding fantasy? The only thing that could do that is Mildred breaking down. Mildred? No! Mildred! They swore they'd never get married. But in less than an hour, Dave and Gina are going to be swearing their vows in front of the float judge.
Yeah, Dave and Gina. Where is Dave and Gina? Where are they? Oh, there's Dave. No, where's Dave and Gina?
Getting dressed, Brian. Bride and groom couldn't be in two places at the same time. Anyway, the only judge they want to impress is each other, decked out in medieval wedding attire. Wedding chapel's ready to roll, and now it's Dave's turn to fret.
Where's our minister? Where's Brian?
Parade starts at 1, and they're going to get married probably shortly thereafter that. As soon as I get done with the judges and jump on the golf cart, drive down, jump on the flatbed. That's on camera. So anyway, then we'll do the wedding during the parade, and then we're going to jump off and go back and do more judging stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be busy today. So I don't like being a judge. Judging sucks. Shoot me now.
It's 10 minutes to roll time. Yeah. We have no minister. We have no minister.
I'm Connie Schweitzer, and I baked the cake for the wedding. And I decided since it was an art car wedding, we should have an art car cake. So I went and got a whole bunch of little Matchbox cars and made them into art cars. And I put them on the cake, and I got a little bride and groom. It's the only traditional thing in the whole wedding. There's a real bride and groom on the cake.
It's hot enough this afternoon to melt that cake. A little too hot for Mildred, too.
Right out again. Everybody, very.
Reverend Brian's feeling the heat himself. What with judging duties and a wedding to perform, he's a busy man.
Yeah.
And as president of the Houston Art Car Club, he's in demand all along this 5-mile parade route. So if he looks distracted, he is.
I think it's awesome. I think it's the neatest thing I've ever seen. And I'm just overwhelmed by the whole thing. I just think it's cool. It's just cool.
A wedding is a celebration of love. Gene and Dave welcome you this afternoon as they pledge to face the future together, accepting whatever may lie ahead with joy and love. On behalf of Gene and Dave, the families, I thank you for being here today. Real love is something beyond the warmth and romance of early infatuation. Real love is not total absorption of one another. It is looking outward in the same direction together. Love is the eternal force of life. Love is a force that allows us to face fear and uncertainty with courage. For the giving of yourself to love is difficult. You must learn to give of yourself without total absorption. Therefore, in your giving, give your love, your sadness, your interest, and your understanding, your knowledge, and all the experiences that make up life. But in this giving, remember to preserve yourself, your integrity, your individuality. This is the challenge of a love within a marriage. Hand fastening ceremony. I almost flipped him off. I almost did. Dave and Gina, that would have been fun. Dave and Gina have chosen to utilize the traditional hand fastening as their symbol of love and commitment. It is the symbolism that's most significant. With the ritual gives a commitment made to one another, but unlike wedding vows, you do not make promises to one another. You simply acknowledge that your paths are bound together and are the same from this point forward. Christina?
Ignite the passion and the love for this blessed pair, ever burning yet never consuming one nor the other.
Robert.
With clever fingers, weave tightly the bonds of heart, spirit, and love between these two. Let none undo the fabric of their love. Joanne, the ribbon.
Bless this man, this woman, by strength and wisdom, to theirs as long as love lasts. With this binding, I tie thee, to heart, together as one. With this knot, you are joined in sacred union. May the Lord and Lady smile upon thee and bless you with health and prosperity. May neither take advantage of the other. For remember, what one may provide, the other may not. Gina and Dave, it has been my honor and pleasure to be with you today. May you always have friends and family to stand by you in times of joy and sorrow. Dave and Gina, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Dave, you should now kiss your bride.
The moral of Dave and Gina's love story? Never, ever say never. Morgan's been burning out the bobbins getting ready for her very own fashion show wedding. But will her father build her a catwalk?
A fashion show? Get out of here.
Has tradition become a dirty word? Meet a young couple that's more loyal to their own creativity than they are to any wedding convention. They're not reinventing the wheel, but for the fashion show wedding they've got planned, they are learning how to walk all over again. Morgan Laporte works in the Vancouver garment industry, so it'll be her fashions on display, modeled by 5 bridesmaids and Jeff Dolacey's 3 groomsmen. A perfect match maybe, but according to Jeff, not 2 peas in a pod.
Well, I'm kind of a procrastinator, and she's really motivated, so, I mean, in that, you know, she really keeps me going all the time, and she's kind of a bit shy and whatnot, and I'm not, you know, not so much.
We wanted to do something kind of different, but different's always expensive, and we don't really have a lot of money, so everything sort of we made or we, you know, put together ourselves.
Morgan's been sketching and stitching for 3 months, but not without consulting her models.
Initially, I asked everybody if they were interested, sort of told them what I was going to be doing to make sure that they would be interested in kind of taking part in having to walk down a stage and stuff. And then I did a questionnaire where I went through all these questions to find out, like, you know, what are your, you know, your best attributes and what are, you know, what are you most self-conscious about and, you know, that sort of thing, so that I had an idea of what they would feel most comfortable in, because if they didn't feel comfortable, then they'd even look kind of more uncomfortable up there in front of all these people.
Morgan's outfits are classy, but the look could be ruined if her models can't walk the walk. For that, she's brought in a catwalk coach.
And then just do a little pose or like look
look forward. You want to look forward.
All this walking reminds Morgan of the time Jeff proposed.
We were rushing because I wanted to buy a new pair of shoes at the mall downtown. He's acting kind of funny, and I'm kind of dragging him along, and he's trying to pull me into this kind of little corner along the street. And I'm like, hey, this isn't the time. I totally impatient.
I just told her all the reasons that I thought she was right for me, and that I wanted to spend my life with her, and asked her if she wanted to do the same, and basically asked her if she wanted to marry me.
I'm sitting there like totally flabbergasted at the whole situation. And so he's like, well, is it yes? And I'm like, well, of course it's yes. The first thing that came out of my mouth is, are we gonna get shoes? It's so bad.
A clothing obsession gave birth to this wedding idea, but Jeff's passion is giving it wings.
We didn't want to have something that was really boring, but I just kind of thought it might be a neat idea, and I had a few songs that I thought might work. And when Morgan said she was going to do this, you know, the fashion part of it, then I thought that I'd try to make it work so that we could combine my art with her art and, you know, make it our own little, you know, event.
This is a sample of our wedding invitation, and we didn't want to do the standard invitation because it didn't really fit to the theme that we were going. So instead we did it more like a Ticketmaster type of ticket, where it kind of listed like the section they're sitting in the table, and it listed it, you know, all the details just like a Ticketmaster ticket.
The look is professional. Now all they need is somewhere to strut their stuff in less than 6 hours. Problem is, most facilities don't come with a catwalk. What's more, Morgan's dad wasn't exactly crazy about the whole idea. So far, he doesn't quite get it.
Well, Mac is in construction, so my son and I built it. But by Morgan's specifications, she knows exactly what she wants. Well, whatever happened to tradition? A fashion show? Get out of here.
I don't think it's that weird because, you know, we're still going to be married at the end of it, and it's still pretty much, you know, a wedding in the end. So I think it's not that weird, I guess. Maybe some people would think it is.
Bridesmaid Allison Kumont is not one of those people. She supported this idea from the get-go.
Yeah, it suits them so well. It's interesting and it's creative, and it just represents who they are so well. So a normal wedding wouldn't have, and it wouldn't have matched them very well. So it's perfect.
Jana Fenton is inspired by the sheer audacity of it all.
So many people have gone to the same traditional wedding over and over again. And it's a nice change. And it's so funny how many people are just so excited to come, and you know what? I actually didn't know how good it was gonna look. I mean, Mr. Laporte's great at construction and everything, but looking at it, it looks like fashion file.
Actually, I don't know, is my hair on schedule?
Sure.
All right. We started talking about weddings. I really wanted to go away, and Jeff expressed he wanted his family there. So then it turned into a wedding, because if his family's gonna be there, well, my family has to be there. So then it just kind of developed into, you know, where, oh, let's do like, you know, clothes. Oh, I could design, you know, and then the stage kind of evolved into it. And then, you know, the music, Jeff brought up that, you know, that he would do the music, and then it just kind of kept evolving into what it is.
Thrilled for her. I can't imagine one of them without the other. And they've been together for 5 years, and you know, we've been good friends with them for just as long, and it's Jeff and Morgan. It's not, you just can't imagine one without the other, so it seems perfect that they're doing this.
I feel like it's a big party. We're gonna throw a big party, and at the end of it, it's a bonus. Morgan gets a husband out of it, you know? It's like, if you see me biting inside of my cheeks profusely, and maybe I might bleed a little, it means I'm trying not to cry. So. Well, we were told that we're not allowed to smile, so we're supposed to look very upset, you know. You know, maybe glare a little, I don't know, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that, so I don't know how upset I'm going to be at my friend's wedding.
Jeff's looking calm and mighty handsome too, but let's be honest, most weddings are all about the bride, and this one's no different. Except that Jeff did say she was a little shy. Morgan Laporte's dream has come true. A wedding that's, well, that's more than that.
It feels to me more like an event, because I know we're already committed. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that he's my partner forever. Like, not at all. So, I mean, this just feels like a big party that's involving our family to just say, yeah, we love each other, you know? So that finally everyone can just be, my parents are traditional, my grandparents are traditional. They want it all to happen, you know, they've been waiting. And yeah, it feels like it's almost all for them, you know? But I've been having fun, a lot of fun doing it, so.
Tradition finally catches up to most weird weddings, usually about now, when the wedding commissioner calls the bride and groom to step forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today in a beautiful room to witness the joining in matrimony of Morgan and Jeff.
Hi, Morgan.
Take Jeff
Take Jeff
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love and cherish always.
To love and cherish always.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss for the first time.
It's not every young couple who can turn their wedding into an event that becomes the talk of the town. In Houston, they're still talking about Dave and Gina, too, about how they vowed never to get married.
Thank God for beer.
Hey, Morgan, you want some fries with that shake?